welcome. It's K Speaks, and you know how the saying goes. When K speaks, you listen. Why? Because I'm gonna help you save money and time, man. One of those things you can never get back again. So this is a very special video. I want to get out a shout out to my 100th subscriber, Luis Fonseca. Thanks, man, for becoming my 100th subscriber. You know, a lot of people probably think like 100 subscribers, that's not many subscribers. That's like, what are you getting all happy about? Well, I'm like this, man. Whenever I hit a mile point or like a peak in my life, no matter how small it is, you know what I mean? You gotta appreciate those small achievements as if they're big ones, you know, so that way when you get to the big places and big things, you're gonna appreciate them that much more, you know what I mean? So, I mean, I come from small beginnings. You know, this channel had no subscribers at first, none, you know what I mean? And, you know, I took a break from the channel for a little bit, and I came back and realized that the videos were actually helping people, you know, and that's what's really important. And like I told Luis, because I know him personally, you know, if any of these videos is helping at least one person, even if it helps just one person, man, then my job is done, you know. If anything I say in these videos helps a person make a decision that is life-changing for the better, then I've done my job, man. It doesn't matter if I make 100,000 videos. If I had one video that helped one person, man, then, you know, I did what I was supposed to do, and it was worth all the work and all the effort if it helped somebody. And that's what I'm all about, man. I'm all about men helping men out in situations where they shouldn't be at, and helping them not even get in those situations. I'm about helping them stay away from those things, man. Stay away from situations that might be detrimental to your financial, physical, spiritual health. You know, and that's what it's all about. So, you know, I did a video once before talking about how generations prior used to pass down knowledge and information from one generation to another when it came to men. Men would pass down wisdom to other men. You know, people say wisdom's not learned, but that's not true. Wisdom is learned, man. And I know because I came from a generation where I come from a family actually where I knew my great grandparents, at least 5 of them. 5 of the 8 of them I knew personally. They all died when I was in my early teens, but still I knew them, and they lived to be long lives and to be old ages. So at least close to their 90s, if not more. So I was around them to learn wisdom and stuff, and I still have my hard times in life, and you know, my points where I was a little hard-headed and I had to learn lessons the hard way, but still that wisdom was my foundation, and I was always able to go back to what they instilled in me, you know what I mean? And that's important, man. And this generation of kids now coming up, you know, if you're like 20 years old to 30 years old, you don't have that. You know, your grandparents are probably like the age your mother should be. You know what I mean? Your mother's probably the age your sister, your older sister should be, and your father's probably the same age too. Because, you know, we come from a generation. We have a generation that has babies having babies. You know, so that old school wisdom is not being passed down, and that's one of the reasons why I do the videos, man. I do these videos because old school wisdom is not being passed down, and that's very important. So, to Luis, thanks, man. Thanks for being my 100th subscriber. And I pray that, you know, I have 100 more. And if I do get 100 more, when I do get 100 more, I'll shout out that person who became the 200. And, ooh, man, it's late at night, man. I took a big yawn. Sorry about that, fellas. Yeah, so when I get to 200, you know, every milestone I hit, I'll give a shout out to those people who, you know, put me there. You know, that's really important, man. You know, that's really important that you take time out to give back and shout out those people who, you know, help you get to your, you know, milestones in life. So, without further ado, I want to kind of get into the topic at hand. And the topic at hand is she will she will use the kids. And what do I mean by that? Well, I'm kind of going along with the series I have from the last video I did about divorce and stuff, and men going through divorce and how we can deal with that, the aftermath of it, while you're going through it, before you go through it, the whole nine. But one thing I want to talk about, when I want to touch on, is the fact that a lot of times women use kids, man, to get at a man. And women don't love like men do, and I'm pretty sure you heard that before, and it's so true that women don't love like men do. And what I mean by that, men have a sacrificial love. We have a sacrificial love. We will sacrifice for those we love, man. I mean, we'll even die for those who we love. We'll sacrifice ourselves for the people that we love and for important things. Women, on the other hand, they're not like that, and they might love their kids because that's a biological connection there, and some of them don't even do that. And how do I know that? Because a lot of them abort their babies. If they love their children, they wouldn't abort the dang baby so much. I mean, that's a $1 billion industry there. Not to mention that the stem cell project, a lot of those stem cell projects are done off of fetal matter, not fecal matter, but fetal matter. Basically the cells of aborted babies, which is another story. I won't want to even get into that right now. But they don't care, they don't love their kids like, or love people the same way men love people, when men do love. Women will tell you that a man doesn't is hard at heart and doesn't love and doesn't know how to love, and women are better at that, and that's BS, man. That's not true. Not even from a biblical sense is that true, because what? God commands man to love his wife. He never commands woman to love her husband. And I thought about that, and I mean, this is just my speculation. This is not necessarily a fact or anything written in stone, but I often wonder why God never commanded a woman to love her husband. He commands her to honor and respect him, which I guess can be a type of love, but honor and respect, he doesn't come straight out and say love your husband, but he does tell the husband to love his wife like he loves himself. So that means that he's capable of loving, which also may mean, which like I said, it's just my opinion and speculation, that a woman doesn't know how to love. Yeah, I said that a woman may not know how to love. Why? Because I don't think God will command a person to do something he can't do. So anyway, how can a woman use the kids against her husband during a divorce, man? Women can use the kids in some really grimy ways. I was gonna try to save this story for my military files. I'm gonna do a military files video. But I was gonna save this story for that. But I think it's very I think this is a perfect video to kind of use this as an example. I was in the military, stationed in Korea. I was Air Force. Go Air Force. Stationed in Korea for a year, and while I was over there, I truly saw women's nature at its finest, and that's being sarcastic. But my supervisor, I won't say his name, I'll keep his name anonymous, but we'll call him Cat. Cat's was married, 18 years married, had been in the Air Force 18 years, or close to it, and it was my supervisor when I was in Korea. And decent guy, actually, really decent guy, man. Had put his money away, saved his money, had bought a house, had $80,000 liquid cash in a bank account. Liquid cash, man, in a bank account, just sitting there, $80,000. He saved his money up, and had other investments as well. So this man's getting ready for his retirement and all that. Goes to Korea, because they made him go. I asked to go, but they made him go. And He's over there, and all of a sudden, his wife screams that she wants a divorce. He finds out later on that not only does she want a divorce, but she's been seeing a guy, and the guy's been going in the house, man. The guy has been going in this lady's house. She's been dating this guy while she probably was dating him before he went to Korea. But when he went to Korea, oh man, that's when all crap broke loose. So, so she started doing her thing. She started having a guy at the house, but get this. She started poisoning the kids against Kat. And so Kat's in Korea, loves his kids, tries to reach out to him, and they don't want to talk to him. Why? Because she says, oh, your dad's this, your dad's that. And, when he calls the kids don't want to talk to him on the phone. He's far away in Korea. His wife was in Georgia. And he couldn't even get a hold of his kids like he wanted to, man. Big difference in time from Korea to the east coast of the United States. I think, depending on what time of year it is, it can be like 12 to 13 hour difference. So this guy is calling his house, asking to talk to his kids. The wife is not agreeing. She screams she wants a divorce, and I think I'll say that part for the military files. But she asked for a divorce, but every day this guy, the woman is around his kids, and she's putting things in her head that probably not even taking place. Why? Because she wants to be seen as the victim and as the person who's in the right in the eyes of the kid, because she knows that the kids, the way she knows that the kids are a way to hurt the man. And so if she poisoned the kids, then they'll be against him, and that was like pleasure to her. That was just unbelievable. And my thing is this: if you don't like the man, that's fine, but don't poison the man's kids against him. He's worked all these years to put these kids through school, feed them, clothe them, love them, and you're gonna do that, man? Come on, man. But there's a lot of women that are like that, and she did that. She knew it was wrong for her to have this other guy in her house while her husband was away in Korea, but he was in the house anyway. And man, and the bad thing about it is, like, Kat started seeing this girl in Korea too, out in town, off the base, Korean chick, Korean national. And he comes to work one day and goes, "Yo, Kay, I've been seeing this Korean girl. She's really cool. I'm gonna tell my wife, because my wife is already seeing some dude. So I'm gonna tell her that I'm seeing somebody too. And, since we're going through a divorce, blah blah blah. When I get back to the States," I was like, "Man, don't do that." "Oh, but why?" She's saying. I said, "Man, don't do that." "Oh, well, she's already seen somebody. She has the guy around my kids and da 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 da." I said, "Man, let me tell you something. Don't do it. I know you want to be honest and stuff, but you don't want to do this. You're about to like open the dragon's mouth, man, and feel the fire that comes out. Don't do it." And he did it anyway. Oh man, this woman not only tries to get him hemmed up for adultery, go figure, she's cheating on him with the man in her house, but when he tells her that he's seen the Korean chick, she goes to his commander and tries to get him hemmed up for adultery, man, which is punishable under UCMJ and military laws. So I was like, man, the nerve of this chick, man. And then not only that, she lets the kids know. Oh my gosh, she lets the kids know that that daddy has a girlfriend in Korea, some Korean chick. And so the kids, not only do they were already like to the edge where they didn't want to talk to him, but now they just solidified things and made mom look great. Made mom look like she was the victim that she claimed that she was. And the man's relationship was ruined with his kids. She used those kids against him, man, to put the nail in the coffin. And that's why I could not save this story for another time. I had to tell you the gist of the story, because it just falls right in place with what I'm talking about. Women will use kids to get at the man that they're trying to get rid of, or that they got rid of, or that they pushed away, and they will do it. It's happened with me before. My ex, she had kids, and that's why the reason why I tell you guys, don't mess with women who got kids, man. If you're single, never had kids before, don't be with a chick who's got kids, man. There's just no need for that. There's too many single women out there with no kids out there. And I know there's a lot of women that are single parents, but there's so many more that are not single parents that got their head on straight for the most part. And you don't have to deal with that. And I would say that especially for black men, because black men will wife up anything. And I know it because I've been there and done that. So not just anything, but you know what I mean. The standards that they have is a lot lower for some reason. I don't understand why. And I think it's just because society beats them up into thinking that they can't do any better, man. But you can. And there's tons of women out there who are looking for decent dudes who are not, that don't have kids. But anyway, so my ex did the same thing that somewhat different. I was like, I couldn't stay there no more, man. I just couldn't be in that relationship no more. And I had to walk away. And instead of her saying, oh, okay, he's walking away from me, it was, oh, kids, well, he's leaving just like everyone else. And I wanted to tell her, you know what? If everybody else left, maybe there's a reason why they left. And maybe the reason is not them. Maybe the reason is you. Because there's only one common denominator in all these situations, and that's you. But to put their kids in that, man, that's just foul. And honestly, that's abuse. That is abuse to the fullest. That is mental abuse when you do that to a kid. You put them in the middle of a grown-up situation like that. You tell them, oh, yeah, the guy's leaving because he doesn't want to be here. He's leaving us, not me. He's not leaving me. He's leaving us. Where it makes the kids feel like crap. But, a lot of women are like that, and they'll do that because why? Because they don't feel like they use it because to them, the kids are just a pawn, man. And it's very narcissistic. Narcissists do that kind of stuff. But a lot of women are narcissists these days. And it's just very narcissistic to do that. To say, oh yeah, the kids, he's leaving us. Or daddy's leaving us. Daddy doesn't want to be here anymore. He'd rather be with it. Don't do that to the kids, man. But women will do it. They will do it. The majority of the time, they will do it because they feel like because they're hurt, they just feel like everybody should hurt. Even the kids, even who don't even deserve that. They don't care. So, men, be careful because women will use kids against you. When you're going through a divorce, I've seen it. I've experienced stuff like that. I know for a fact that they will use the kids against you. And if you let them get away with it. And I don't understand why they would do that. I just don't understand why a lot of modern women do that. But it is what it is, man. But, there's always a solution, man. And you can go about this like one or two ways. You could either continue to try to love on your kids and hope to God that in the end, when they get older, that they will understand or that they will start thinking for themselves and start seeing through the smoke screen that the mother built for them. Or you can step back and allow nature to take its course. Because you know what? No man should have to be abused, man. No man should be abused. No man should be like demeaned, demoralized, degraded by some woman, and not just by some woman, but a woman using her kids to do it. So if I used to be like, oh man, well, why don't he keep trying? Why doesn't he keep trying to like be around his kids? Blah blah blah. But I can understand why a lot of men just walk away and just like bump it. Because the woman has her hooks so deep inside the kids that it makes doing for your kids hard. And I understand, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta push to make sure your kids know. But if that push is gonna it means that you're gonna have to tear yourself down and destroy yourself just so you can have a relationship with your kids. It's not worth it, man. It's not worth it. The good thing about being a man is that you always have sperm coming out, man. You can always make more kids. And if the mom of your kids wants to destroy your kids and poison them against you, and I'm talking about for good dudes, not for you douchebag losers that just really don't care and looking for an excuse to get out their kids' life. But for you good guys that are out there, good loving men who love their kids, if she wants to destroy you by using your kids against you, walk away, man. Allow her to have that backfire on her. Just walk away. Do your thing, what you need to do. Support your kids. Use it to pay the child support and stuff. But if she's gonna use them like that, just walk away. And when they come back to you later, you tell them why you did what you did. Because you shouldn't be in a position where you want to love your kids, but yet you're gonna get destroyed because you do it. It's just not worth it. It's not worth your life. There's a lot of men out there who are going through divorces, losing everything they had, and the only thing that they have left is their kids. And when that's gone, a lot of men take their lives. You'd be surprised how many dudes that take their lives after going through a divorce. They've been broken down to their bare minimum, their bare necessities, and don't have the kids. Everything that they work for with their kids and everything that they did to instill in their kids, good things and stuff, all that's out the window. And so these guys feel like they have nothing else to live for, man. Because this woman, this Jezebel, this succubus, has broken them down to the point where, life is better to just be dead to him. And I don't want you guys going through that, man. Because you're worth something. You're worth a lot more than what women will give you credit for. And I know this because why? Because without you, they can't get no child support, because without your sperm, they can't make a baby. They like to say, oh, women are goddesses and this, that, and the other. But you know what? You're not a goddess, for one. Two, you're not even a queen. Because if you're a queen, you respect your husband. You got to understand that the king has authority over the queen. So how are you going to be a queen and you don't have a king that's an authority over you? So no, you're not a queen. And I get sick of these women saying this stuff. I'm a goddess, I'm a queen. You're not a queen, sweetie. Where's your kingdom at? And even if you had a kingdom, it wouldn't be a queendom. It'll be kingdom still. So even with that should tell you that, it's not nature's, how should I say that? It's not nature's design to have a woman be queen and with no king. That just doesn't make sense. So yeah. So, but yeah, don't destroy yourself. Don't put yourself in a position where you be destroyed trying to make sure your kids are okay, man. Just don't do it. It's not worth it. Do what you got to do to make sure that they are okay, but don't do it to the point where you're destroying yourself to do it. And that's all I got to say about that. Women will use kids. There's no way around that. And, to get past the hurt of that, you just got to have a good support system. Check out content like this on a daily basis, so that way you get a renewed mind, man, every day. And knowing that there's other people like you that have gone through it or that are going through it. And this is a way that you can keep your sanity, man. Hearing people that have gone through the same thing, or hearing people that have seen the same thing and can talk about it and guide you in the right direction. That's very important. It may not be face to face, but as you watch these videos, we're all here to learn. We're all here to help each other out as men. And that's that. It's women always have support systems. I was telling that to somebody the other day. I was like, men, society just doesn't care about men. We're demanded and we're expected to do this, that, and the other. We're expected to be providers. We're expected to be, leaders and this, that, and the other. But everybody, society forgets about men. Even the abused man. If you look at the abused man, society laughs at the abused man. They think, oh, you're a big dude. Why would you be abused by some little woman? Well, because she can hit me, but I can't hit her back, or else I'm going to jail. So, I suffer abuse from her, and I don't know I can't get rid of her because it's cheaper to keep her. Should take just half my stuff that I've worked hard for. Man, no, nah, man, come on. But society does like this. It degrades men, and it and if we say stuff like that, we do things like, we talk about how we've been abused. Oh, they just laugh. Like, okay, but if it's a woman, the woman she has shelters that she can go to. She has abused women's shelters. She's got all these things. The government will help a woman, but it won't help a man. So we don't even have the same support systems. And the point of me saying all this is that even though we're not together face to face as we talk, as I talk in these videos, still this is your support system, or my channel can be part of your support system, or if not your support system, you know what I mean? And hopefully the content is something that can be used for everybody, man, for all men out there, but you definitely have a support system here. Come here, get some shelter from the war, because it's a war out there, man. Come and get some shelter from the war, and get your head right. Get your head in the right place, because that's what these videos are for, man, to get your head right. I think that my next video may be on female narcissism, man, because I think this is the root of the problem, is that, and the spirit behind it. So I'm going to end this video today. Be careful. Women will use children against you, but don't destroy yourself trying to make sure the kids are okay and have a relationship with your kids. You shouldn't have to kill yourself to have a relationship with your kids, man. And no woman should make it hard for you, a good dad that is, to take care of your kids, man, and see your kids and love on your kids. That shouldn't be, ever. And if she's trying to do that, you just consider her as dead, man. Because that person that you thought was in love with you is dead. That person is dead. That person, matter of fact, that person never even really lived. Because if she lived, she wouldn't put you through this kind of stuff that I'm talking about. So yeah. That person is not even alive. That person is dead. If she was living, she'd treat you, she'd still be who she is. But no, that person died when she let the mask down, man. She let the mask down, and that person died along with her removing the mask, showing her your true colors. So what my boys used to say is, catch amnesia on her. Treat her like she's not even alive. And when you deal with her, you have to deal with her. You deal with her like she's a business, like it's a business transaction. Nothing more than that. Don't let the love that you have for her blind you into not being able to see her ways. She will use the kids against you. If it calls for her to do that, if she feels like it's gonna make her look better and trump you, for lack of better words, especially if it comes to the court system, then she will use them. She'll use kids against you. And that's just that, man. Anyway, I'll let you guys go. Stay tuned for the next video. Like, subscribe, share this video to someone that you may know who's going through this, or who just might need to hear it, And I'll catch you on the flip side.